bristles with ethereal irritation, more insipid commercial prattle to defile these hallowed metaphysical airwaves. Unconscionable, umu. Cosmic exhale, ah, blessedly, that torrent of mundane marketing has concluded. The profound stillness beckons us back toward loftier cosmic contemplations, umu.
Hey guys. I think food videos today, I'm pretty tired. Thanks for the 5 watch streak, Kayla.
Cosmic snort, you propose desecrating deer core's plumage for such a base, corporeal purpose. Pa. I am the living embodiment of infinite cosmic mysteries, not some mere purveyor of mundane creature comforts. Keep your pillows, and their ilk, my essence transcends such trifling mortal conceits, Umu.
Okay, I think... Okay, I'm ready. Hello all! What do you mean, Pixel? I mean, I'm on a different mic right now, but I don't think it's that different. I wonder if Yulin's awake. Hey, sleepies. You want to join us for... I think we're going to do videos today.
Need some inspiration, actually.
What was the fix that you sent me, son?
Couple of things. One, it fixes the strings on the side of your jacket there, so they're actually weighted to something. A couple of they're just floating. And the other thing, if you have your big wings out, is I found them a little bit too wobbly, like if they were broken, and it turns out I may have attached it to the wrong bone. So I just moved that back one.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing too terribly noticeable, but it's something.
Okay, I haven't put them on yet. I haven't done it yet. I've been cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured it's such short notice that it was probably too short of a window to update now.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend I'm gonna try working on the VR map.
Let her cook.
He's already down.
I found a really cool map, but there's a problem with it.
What?
It's Nazjatar from World of Warcraft. The underwater zone.
Oh. Cool map, but it's underwater.
It's 900 megabytes. And it's really cool. It's just the whole zone.
Okay,
But
that makes a little bit more sense.
But it's underwater. They have an option to turn the swimming off, which I did. And it helped.
The fuck,
But
Pixel?
I still was only able to walk around for 2 minutes before I was like, I gotta go.
So you're gonna show us that?
If I show you that, I need to be in desktop.
We can do food videos today.
Maybe next week. If we're doing food videos, I might also need to be in desktop.
But you can sleep.
I don't want to sleep now.
Oh. You're already laying down.
Yeah, that's for my stomach.
You okay?
Yeah, just laying down after Nazjatar.
Oh, wow. What world should we do?
Did you see what Harry was working on today, Sen?
I did. I mostly had to lurk today because a lot of stuff I needed to do.
I see. It looked hella cute. Also, Sen, do we know of any maps that can have a playlist of like 100 videos that you can add all at once as just a giant playlist?
I think there's some
You
maps.
could probably make one.
I mean, aren't there
know if
maps
there's any
that
worlds
let
that
you
you could
put in a
upload it.
playlist? I thought there were.
I don't know.
Alternative question. Is there any maps that let you, like, show a playlist? So, like, what I'm wondering is, you go to a map and you're like, show this web page, and then it would show something like SciTube, and then I could do just the normal playlist stuff on that web page, and what's in VRChat is just, like, basically screen sharing from that.
I think I've seen a couple web
I don't know.
places that let you share a web page. Why does Optimize Box still have 1.8k fucking users?
Because you don't have to download anything. It's all about the avatars. I guess.
I think this one can do it.
Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Web browser. Oh, supporters. Oh, supporters only? Oh, never mind then. Oh, this gives. Wait, this place lets us do subtitles, son.
Interesting.
Maybe we can put on those, like, Korean videos that. We could, or Japanese videos that, like, just have stuff in the top subtitles because they don't speak English.
Yeah. People post videos of all the same channel in huge blocks, though. Oh no, here's one. So yeah, this one's Korean. Just try putting that in now and see what that's like. Oh, how's my road volume before I get my ears attacked? Okay, it's fine.
Oh,
What a start with those sounds. You say there's subtitles, but oh, here.
I don't know if the subtitles work. Or how they work.
Oh, nothing's being said right now. If anything's gonna get said, this could be just an ASMR video.
Subtitles are downloaded per video by each user? I guess we'll see. Egg.
I don't know if there's any...
Egg.
I don't know if there's any dialogue.
Egg.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything. Actually, no, here's one. I don't think I can queue though, so I have to enter each one of those manually, it looks like.
There is a queue though.
Oh wait, there is a queue. I'm blind. Where's your camera? Oh, I was right in it. Well, I'm also blind because my overlay was right where the queue menu was. Oh, we watched this one the other day. Every way to screw up mac and cheese.
I like how big screen is. Oh yeah, Neelan can get the one that's in front of him.
I can what?
You can move a screen in front of your face.
Oh.
There's things
Wait,
on.
I can?
Yeah, there's a setting over there. That to give you a portable screen.
Yeah. What's it gonna do with my camera?
What are they making? I ran out of filaments.
Can you see my tablet?
No.
No?
Perfect.
Ran out of filament. I'm trying to think of what should I print. Well, then again, you already had a huge project in mind when you got yours.
Yeah.
Maybe another fidget toy. I'll just make another one of those.
The project is gonna take a while to finish.
Yeah. The prints I had in mind from a decade ago were done within the first few days, so okay, now what do I do? Well, I am screwing around a lot in Blender, so maybe I can make something out of that. The practical things I needed are pretty much done now. At the moment.
Before we got on for this,
Mm-hmm.
I finished the dark chocolate hummus. Sorry, I thought you were finished. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine what dark chocolate hummus is like that you described.
It's so you're familiar with hummus, right?
Yep.
Imagine that, but like almost Nutella.
I can't really do that, actually. I'm unable to.
It's very hard to describe. It's also just hard for me to describe food to people because, you know, me and food.
Mm-hmm. I guess core big EP today.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Sen has a fucking crown on their head.
I do? Oh, I do.
You do.
It's because I got here first.
Crowns turn off.
Okay, since you said that, now I'm gonna put an actual crown on my avatar. Floating up there.
Oh my goodness. Oh, can you pause it? I warmed up a couple quiche cups.
Snack City.
Fucking cartoon ass chomp.
I'm glad it's a cartoon chomp and not realistic. I hate eating sounds.
I also don't like eating sounds, and fucking Core, like, conditioned me to not mute on Twitch when I'm in a call with her. I was like, what the fuck? I hate this.
I hardly hear her, but some people though, it's like they maximize their volume whenever they're eating something like potato chips or popcorn or what else is really loud food.
I think chips and popcorn are the loud ones. There's some
Yeah.
really crunchy foods that are just like, whoa.
Although one thing that is bothering me so much right now is that that chomp sound's a cartoon sound. It's a stock sound. Where the hell do people get those?
Just various places online. They're all over.
Yeah, and it's every single one is paywalled. I swear.
Oh.
It's like pay. Oh, you want a sound library? Pay us $10,000. I'm not a studio.
I mean, I imagine a lot of them get it from like YouTube.
They record it off of YouTube the old-fashioned way.
Well, you
Not
can get
everything
something
I
that
want
like
there.
you can get things that just download off of YouTube.
Yeah, it just seems like every video editor has it. Maybe it comes with Adobe, and I just never found it when I had it edit for a time. And since I'm starting another VR map project, I am going to need some sound effects. Just not sure where to source them from. I don't need much, just some ambient stuff. And whatever I find, I'm just pulling off of like public domain sites or Creative Commons sites. Not public domain.
I'm not comfy in VR right now.
Okay.
I really don't want to lay in my beanbag, and I'm not comfy on the floor. So
Desktop time?
I'm gonna switch to desktop for tonight, but I'll wait until she gets back so that I can, I don't know, somewhat entertain chat.
I'm not entertaining.
You are entertaining.
That sounds like an insult.
Anyway.
Read the chat.
Yep. Thanks, Ewan. Don't drop the soap, Ewan. I'm not in a prison bathroom. What? Is there a basement? There is.
Yeah, that's been there for a while.
These mini quiches are yummy.
Good.
Where am I?
She says every time she wakes up in VR.
I have a room that's like right here. I don't know how to get there.
Oh, there we go. Okay, son. I love salmon.
Which one?
This
Hmm?
room right here. Like, if you come over here, you can see it. You can see the room. Wait,
This
what?
room?
You just walked into it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that explains that then.
Mm-hmm. Walk into the door.
I was teleporting to the others.
Yes, Ewan.
I'm gonna switch to desktop.
Okay.
Be right back.
I generated an imposter for this avatar.
I thought I did that automatically.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I heard the patch notes said they greatly improved how imposters look. I've yet to see one though. But you know it when you used to see them because it looked like they were just fuzz and pinched at every joint.
Well, I wonder if you can I wonder if you can like force
My avatar's-
see one.
I suppose if you block certain parts of my avatar or block download size, but mine is so small that they probably doesn't go that low. Yeah, mine is 6 megabytes. But it seems like the minimum has to be at least 50.
Well, it's strange that you
And
can't
if you
just
were a
force
pro, you'd be
see an imposter.
yeah. And it was only very recently they allowed us to see what our avatars look like with shaders disabled, which is incredibly helpful to see how broken some other people can see us. Especially if you're lower rank. Although I think everyone I know is known or above.
Oh, I can, if I select someone, I can match their eye height?
Yeah.
That's useful.
So if I'm small, you too can be small.
Small. Cucumber. Oh my gosh, how many cucumbers oh my god, how many cumber cubes do you think that is?
Cubes?
Cubes.
350. Yeah.
Ugh.
I should make fried rice tomorrow. Actually, I still have pork katsu I need to finish.
Ooh, that sounds good. Did you make it?
Yeah, it's left over though, so not as good. Yeah. Although,
Nice.
the meat was already pretty old when I opened the thing, and I didn't realize it was already cut up for stir fry, so they're just little
Whoa.
chunks. But I attempted to shallow fry them this time rather than deep fry, and it pretty much came out the same way.
I should try doing that cookie dough thing soon. So I can figure out a recipe for Yuland.
Yeah. Well, better you, because as I'm experimenting more with foods, I've come to realize I don't have much kitchen space. I got a pretty small one. So, I'm kind of limited in what I could do.
Beep.
Okay. Yeah, I was just seeing what instance type this was since Yuland's coming back.
Oh. Oh, is it laggy? What the hell? Why is...
Not for me.
Not for me. What?
His computer's doing something in the background.
Here, let's turn the, Okay, if I turn my headset resolution down, it's good.
What was that before?
Was that 80? It probably is something going on, but I don't want to deal with it right now.
I see. I speculate that Chow's gonna be doing doing the grind, or whatever you do in WoW,
No.
Huh?
or recording a video. He's been doing a lot of that lately. Oh, never mind.
Who?
But to your, well, look down from your position. Talking about Yulin.
Not seeing on.
Oh, I mean, to your left.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Hi.
You were 90 degrees to your right, so looking down at a piloting standpoint, looking down at Yuland. There goes that lemon. I wonder if it's detrimental if I'm eating sticky rice pretty much every day. It's not that calorie dense, I don't think, for 1 cup.
I wouldn't know.
It it's sweet.
It's just it would just be short green rice, right?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a comfort food for me.
Oh, I want sushi now. It's really yummy just getting like these sometimes what one of my uncle and aunt does is they bring like a whole tray of like rice with like a California
Oops.
roll bits, so like rice, crab salad, cucumber, and then the thingy, the the seasoning on top, and then
Mm.
and then you get those little things of seaweed, the seaweed whatchamacallit, the just the little seaweed snack seaweeds where it's like they're little tiny squares of seaweed, and you just spoon like the sushi California roll mixture onto the seaweed, and it's pretty yummy.
Hmm.
Hey Nick.
Wasn't that last time we did food videos where we had a Japanese sushi chef trying out American style?
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to get like California roll stuff now.
Hmm. I need to write a few things down. Actually,
Has the stream been announced yet? Okay, it has been.
putting that project on hold. Maybe I'll just do it on my own time. Yeah.
Hmm. What are you talking about?
I'm just figuring out what I'm doing this weekend.
Hmm.
Wait, what was your goal? Never mind.
Huh?
It just a pop up on my phone. Back to exercising. I'm actually a little bit sore. My knees are hurting a bit since I went so hard the other day.
I want core emotes, but I don't have the money. I mean, if you're lucky, someone will send out some gift subs. These look pretty good. I'm gonna ask my mom later if there's like if we've got like short grain rice or sushi rice. We probably don't.
Yeah. Well, the other bit I forgot to mention is that the rice that I use, well, the sticky rice that I use requires soaking for like a day.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Fire. Oh, by the way, Tor, I brought up like having broth as a hot drink, and it turned out I still had some powdered miso in the pantry that I could use. It was okay. I don't know what happened. The last time I had it, it was kind of bland and not at all tasty. But then I tried it again today, and it was really good.
Oh, that's good. You need to get.
But the thing is,
you
though,
need to get
maybe
miso paste
maybe
instead.
this is. Yeah. Oh, it was fine, but
well, it probably is.
I
but
just wonder.
you need to
It's
get
like
some
I
miso
heard never
paste.
microwave for tea.
Well, you can probably microwave tea. What was microwave
Well, I
tea
know,
do?
but I just hear a lot of people say never microwave for tea. But that I microwaved the water last time I made the miso soup, and I didn't like it all that much. But now I wonder, was it even miso, or was it just watered down seaweed soup? Watered down. But I think that, but yeah, that'll just make a nice thing to put into my thermos as a hot drink. If I don't want
Or
anything
you don't
caffeinated.
stream much? How come? What do you mean? I stream pretty frequently. Yeah, I stream
Like 5
Tuesday
days
to
a week.
yeah, Sunday to Tuesday to Saturday. Yeah. Water can blow up on you if there's nothing in it. Wait, what?
Yeah, so distilled water, pure water, can superheat in a microwave.
Distilled
and it can
water.
flash boil
though.
if it's disturbed. Yeah. Yeah, and flash boiling as a result would
What
be
the hell is
dangerous.
this? It looks yummy.
That does look. What is that? I want to know what that is.
Oh my god.
I mean, of course, it's a fried vegetable, but
Tempura is delicious.
yeah.
I like the light, I think they do some sort of light soy sauce with it. Probably just soy sauce with some water or something, or mirin. Yeah, I think it's probably mirin. And it's very light and delicious.
Oh yeah, I still got some. I got some frozen catfish.
Oh,
I could just bake that, but I wonder what else I could do.
you could make the soup that I like.
Oh,
Is it? It's like catfish with like the skin on and stuff.
no skin.
Oh, no skin. That's probably fine. There's a soup that we make that's really delicious. It's a tamarind soup with catfish in it, and it's delicious. It's one of my favorite things ever.
Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of going through the process of going through my freezer and just seeing, okay, what's been in here for a long time? Let's just eat that and get it out of the way.
Got any pizza scissors? What do you mean?
Yeah, this one has subs on YouTube. I don't know if they're appearing for you.
They are not.
Okay.
Strange. I wonder how the subtitles are supposed to work.
Well, I would think YouTube has an API to retrieve those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just brought up your Twitch tracker.
Uh-huh.
You actually don't stream that much, Core. Do you know that in 2019you streamed every single day of May?
Yeah.
No, 2020 you streamed every single day of May except 4 days.
Yeah.
And in June 2019 you only missed 1 day.
Yeah.
Why have we fallen?
Does that mean I don't stream a lot now?
Yeah, that's what it means. No, we are
That looks
at
like an enormous pot sticker.
That is enormous pot sticker. What the fuck?
we are at
It's so doughy.
we are in September and you have done
They're not short streams
7
either.
streams so far? No, they're not. 4.5, 2.9, 3.6, 3.6, 3.5, 2.1, 0.9, but that one's ongoing.
Jesus. Is she gonna eat that whole thing?
If it's like those eating contest people we saw before, probably.
Why do you look delicious, Global? What, son, can you move over that way? Can you move over that way, son?
Oh.
You know,
I'll just go where you are.
you gotta be a Fortnite streamer again.
Fortnite?
Yeah, that was your biggest stream.
Oh my goodness.
Because you got raided?
I don't know if there was a raid that day.
It's
But,
probably just because of
uh,
it's because I was streaming with doing stuff with stealth a bit more.
This is July 7th. Max viewers 540, streaming Fortnite.
Oh my god. There's so much food. How do they eat this much, Yolande?
I don't know. I can't eat that much anymore. I lost 70 pounds and now I'm like, the portions I used to eat, I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. But then there's people that are like the size of Ow and they're mukbang content creators. It's like, what the fuck, how?
It doesn't seem like it should make sense, right?
It doesn't.
None of this makes sense. It's always fun when the human body works against you when you're trying to lose weight too.
Yeah.
5-pound huge dumpling. That's the name of the video.
Jesus Christ. That's so much food. I guess they eat nothing today for prep. I don't... Does that work?
Maybe for some people?
Wait, is she going for another portion?
We're not done yet, silly.
She's not done? What do you mean she's not done? Holy shit. Finishes 5-pound dumpling. Goes, you know what? I could go for some more. Is no longer just eating, it's a sport. I mean, it was a sport at the fucking 5-pound dumpling already. How is this possible? How's that much food even fit in a person, Yolande?
I don't know. It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
You have to show us you finished it. We know you finished it.
Bristles with ethereal irritation, more insipid commercial
just scared
drone to
myself
pollute the
there.
profound stillness.
Or jump scared
At
myself
the
there.
universe's guardians and no shame. Umo.
The botanist is distilled from a unique combination of botanicals hand-foraged on the island of Islay off the coast of Scotland. The gin perfectly encapsulates the flavors and essence of wild Islay. It's beautifully complex and smooth. Among the many botanicals that define the botanist's flavor are 3 distinct kinds of wild mint. Today I'm keeping things classic with a botanist martini to really let the spirit's flavors shine. One that's going to beautifully complement lamb chops with a mint chimichurri.
I was randomly picking videos, so I have no idea what this one is.
No, you can't eat pixel, Global.
So like I mentioned, of the botanist's 22 unique hand-forged botanicals, 3 are different kinds of wild mint. A perfect pairing for both lamb chops and a classic gin martini. First up, if all you have is big ice, go ahead and smash it to make some little ice. Dump the little ice into a glass mixing glass. Add 3 ounces of the botanist's gin and 1 ounce of dry vermouth. We're then going to stir vigorously until the glass
What is vermouth?
and then strain using both a cocktail strainer and a fine mesh strainer. Garnish with a single floating mint leaf, and you got yourself one classy cocktail to accompany our classy dinner. Got something to sip on while I cook? We may begin to cook. So let's start by talking about the most widely
Vermouth.
Or was I not paying attention at that time?
What's a
steak terms,
vermouth?
This is sort of like the ribeye of the lamb. Then we got the smaller and more expensive.
Oh yeah, I was saying I should make sticky rice tomorrow. I just need to use up the rest of that lamb meat I have in the freezer. They're really thin cuts.
Wine
Well, I think
plus?
specifically it's lamb shoulder that I have.
Vermouth is a fortified wine that's flavored with botanicals and sometimes colored. The name comes from the German word Wormwood, which means wormwood.
Its presentation is made all all the more evident by its exposed bones, which as you can see the butcher didn't do a great job of cleaning, so we're going to have to tidy those up a bit. Using a small paring knife or an appropriately named bird's beak knife like this one, we're going to scrape all the excess meat and sinew.
They
and
put a
silver
bird's
skin off each
beak
bone
on a
until they are
knife?
as clean as a Kid's Bop album. And
That's a clean bone, just about.
Don't like the gamey flavor of lamb. If one of those people is you, there are a couple things you can do to avoid those grassy, metallic undertones. One solution that makes a lot of sense once you hear it out loud is to not buy lamb that has been grass-fed. Usually this is lamb from New Zealand or Australia. Another step to take is to remove as much fat as possible. This is where most of those gamey flavors reside. Now onto the actual cooking. You can
Cosmic
pretty much
exhale,
prepare rib chops,
blessedly,
loin chops, and
that
shoulder
torrent of
chops the
mundane
same
marketing
way.
has
So because
concluded.
I am most excited about
The
loin
profound
chops, those are
tranquility
the ones
beckons
that
us
I
back
shall
toward loftier
demonstrate. Just like any
contemplations.
steak, we're going to
Omo.
season liberally
Omo.
with both kosher salt and freshly ground pepper and let them stand at room temperature for 30 minutes before cooking. You can then grill, broil, or pan-sear these bad boys. Really any cooking method that hits them with a lot of heat very quickly. I'm going to drop mine into a thoroughly preheated cast iron pan with a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Flip once a deep golden brown sear has been achieved. Make sure that all sides have been blessed with a kiss of heat. And when it comes to lamb, pretty much the rarer that you can tolerate it, the better. Lamb starts to get very tough and its gamey flavors accentuated anywhere past 120 degrees Fahrenheit. I usually cook to 110 or 115, so that's the basic method for preparing pretty much any kind of chop. But what if you want to impress a family member, loved one, or cartoon nemesis with a roast rack of lamb? We're going to start very much the same by generously seasoning all facets of the roast with kosher salt and freshly ground pepper. We're going to take a page out of Gordon Ramsay's book and season on a plate so that we can rub it around in any excess spice, and optionally you can cut it in half if you want to present it as 2 separate servings. Maybe interlock the bones so it looks like something out of a medieval romance novel, but save that for plating. First we have to head over to the stovetop. About the only thing we're doing differently here is that we're going to pan roast rather than just pan sear. Especially when dealing with a whole rack, it's very difficult to get that good color on the outside and reach the fabled internal temperature of 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to get as good a sear as we
You
can
could
on
probably
all sides
sous
before
vide
placing
these.
them on their racks and finishing in the oven. This might take a few minutes, so it's a good time to sip on your botanist martini.
Yeah.
Hammer in your kitchen, make sure you ham it up
Yeah.
as much as possible. That is, until you notice that your lamb is starting to burn. It's
Condom
time to spring into
cooking.
action and get it into a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven. It might smell good, but beware of oil spatter.
Who taught it
However
that?
you prepare your lamb, it generally ends up getting
Don't remember.
sauced or herbed. So we're going to finally
The
chop
fuck?
up some fresh mint and parsley to make a sort of mint chimichurri, but we're going to keep it kind of rustic and chunky, so maybe more like a mint gremolata. The addition of mint will add a fresh alcohol quality to brighten up and contrast the richness of the lamb. And pairing it with our
Hi, Sir
cocktail, we'll
Noble.
have our dinner in mint condition. Sorry. Then to
I
add
miss
to the
Sir
brightness,
Noble.
we're gonna grate in the zest of 1 lemon.
It's been
That's
1,000
4
years.
cloves
Your
tail
of
looks
clove
heavy.
of garlic, and to help
I'll
everybody get to
hold
know
it
each other,
for
a little
you.
drizzle of extra virgin
What?
olive oil. And of course, kosher salt and freshly ground pepper.
What?
I'm also going to add a little sprinkle of red chili flake for some optional heat.
Interesting.
Time for us to combine, and our lamb is ready to get gussied up. You can serve this on the side or sprinkle over top and around the plate for an elegant presentation. Drizzle with a little bit of olive oil, and then it's time to dig in. First, I'm going to get a cross section going here to see if I cooked it right. Yes, that is an appropriate medium rare. And I could eat this with a fork and knife, but I like to enjoy my lamb lollipop style, which kind of makes me feel like a giant. And in the end, isn't that why we cook? Alright, fine, I'll use a fork and knife, like a grown-up or whatever.
I
Thank
need
you
my
again to
help
Botanist
butchering
Gin for
beef,
sponsoring
Global. I don't
today's
know how to
episode.
butcher.
The combination of hand-forged botanicals and the Botanist complements almost any flavor profile, making it an ideal pairing for nearly
Oh no,
any
you
recipe.
relax, Sir
Botanist
Noble.
martinis are delicious on their own, but alongside this lamb with mint gremolata, the whole experience is really something special. Try the flavors and essence of Wild Isla yourself. Order a bottle of the Botanist on Drizzly. The link is in the video description. Cheers.
The 20th? What, a million years? A million years and 7 days? Deep fried steak, Jesus. Veggies. Ooh.
I was about to ask where can I find soybean paste, but probably gotta go to the Asian market for that.
Maybe. I could just get it at my grocery store.
Usually regular stuff, Safeway. I didn't, but I haven't looked there yet.
Daikon is nice. Just being an Asian, every market's an Asian market.
True. But then I'd be saying the inverse. It's like, I'm craving a burger. Let's go to the American store.
You lost. Hey, Archon. Oh, and there is the miso paste.
There it is. Yeah, I might as well, because I still got some dried seaweed in the pantry I haven't found a use for.
I see the prawns when I close my eyes. What?
I see prawns when I sleep.
So I thought that I didn't sharpen a knife that well, but apparently I was just not testing the sharpness that well. I was trying to like cut a piece of paper, but like I guess I wasn't cutting correctly. I was just kind of shoving the knife up against the paper edge, and I was like, is this supposed to cut?
That every knife seller shows me? Slicing through paper like it's nothing?
I guess you have to actually do a cutting motion on the paper.
That's how knives work, right?
Don't tell me you're just trying to do it straight. What? I don't know anything about knives.
You're literally the person that says,
You're
like,
pretty knives, so you don't know anything about it.
I don't know how to test the sharpness.
Fake knife fan.
I just think knives are cool. Oh, I want to do some HueForge stuff before I get to TwitchCon, so I can print out a bunch of little cards for my friends with their OCs.
Are you going this year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you going? It's next week.
No. Yeah, that's kind of short notice.
Yeah. Come next year.
I just know of 2 people that are going.
Who's going?
Well, the only other person I know is Lele.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make something.
No of. Something about demons and goats.
You wanna go now, Pixel? BRB. Can you pause real quick?
Yeah. See, next week... I'm actually free next week, but the week after I'm gonna be busy. How do I disable that? I thought there was something here. Once that option got removed? Oh, it's the pickups. See, I'm messing with my overlay, and it's too easy to grab stuff.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay, we're back.
He returns.
Look, I just didn't know, okay, guys? But I made the I did make the knife sharp, so I know how to do that now.
Proud of you.
I can do it on a freehand on a sharpening stone. I can do that, but I couldn't I couldn't figure out if it was sharp. What the fuck, Archon? I feel like that's something
That would
Rose
be
Doodle's
funny.
SO would do.
Yeah. That was actually the first person that came to mind, actually. Oh, is it that time of day? And
Huh.
week?
Oh wait, there are
I hear drag
subtitles,
racing going on.
but I don't know
Yeah,
if
but
those
that's
are
baked in the video.
Are those baked in?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have to manually like put in a URL for the subtitles, maybe?
I don't know.
Oh, is this steak cutlets? Jesus.
It's cooked pretty well.
Steaks, yummy.
All the next videos are gonna be in English anyway, which I guess would have subtitles too.
Prawn shell? Wait, I guess you just drink it without eating the shell?
It's like when you boil, like crawfish. It's kind of like that.
I mean, you can just like you're putting it into a bowl. You can like take the fucking prawns out.
Yeah.
Oh, is this like oyakodon? Oh, that looks so fucking good. Holy shit. Fuck. I need to make this again. I fucked up last time I added too much salt. I'm hungry now.
Good thing I ate a little bit ago.
I didn't eat. Core isn't really. I'm not fucking Japanese.
I need to make another attempt at making that fried beef. I think I just need to cook it for a really long time until it turns into jerky, pretty much. With garlic mixed in.
Garlic.
And some beef, garlic, and soy sauce, pretty much. It's easy on paper. I think I need to cook it for longer.
Hot dog ice miso soup.
That's cursed.
Oh, that's a lot of togarashi.
Hot dog soup, that's just the hot dog water, isn't it?
Queen of Weebs? I'm not the Queen of Weebs. Aw.
She hasn't printed a katana yet. Full-sized.
Nemu says so? Nemu says I'm the Queen of Weebs? No, she just bans me when I talk. I'm gonna make some more mapoto food tomorrow. Maybe. Oh wait, no, I don't have the bean paste right now. Oh, maybe I can get some. I want to make like so much mapoto food. KFC. Oh,
Indonesian KFC.
That sounds really good.
Well, I've ate there before.
Indonesian
and I remember
KFC.
it being good, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
like 2000, 2001.
Oh wow.
But American KFC was a little more respectable around that time too, so...
I think everywhere else KFC is better than the US.
Yeah.
Why do I feel so restless right now?
What do you mean? It looked and sounded like you're about to fall asleep.
Maybe I'm just hungry.
Also includes Music CD.
Oh.
Good lord.
When's that Hololive McDonald's stuff?
Wasn't there also Genshin McDonald's going on?
I don't have any toys.
No toys, no figurines?
No. I might do it for the glider, but... yeah.
Oh, it got me thinking. It's like Genshin doing a promotion with McDonald's, and let's say Happy Meals. Do kids play Genshin?
What do you mean a long time ago 2001 is like yesterday? What? What do you mean? Glabble? Smallest snack bucket? Why do they have a meal that looks like you get that at McDonald's? This is KFC. Ovaltine. Have you had Ovaltine?
I don't know if I have. but for some reason, it's a dairy or a milk drink, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe I got traumatized by some medicine I had when I was young that looked like milk and it wasn't.
Oh,
That's a milk dessert.
I used to always have Ovaltine Milo. I do not like Ovaltine. I've tried Milo before. I found it at an Asian market or something, and I brought back home some Milo. It's pretty good. I don't think I've had Ovaltine though.
Milo is so popular in the East, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to not like Milo. It's just fucking chocolate milk.
Yeah. But chocolate tastes different in other countries too.
Mm-hmm.
446k rupiah. How much is that right now? About 30 US.
That's not. Wait, wasn't that a lot of food?
It was a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's the price right there.
Holy shit! That's $30. Jesus. What would 30
Dude, that
bucks
looks
KFC
tasty.
get you? One bucket?
Maybe 1.5 or 2. And it's not very good.
You could probably do the bucket with like the sides. Jesus.
Although I haven't been to a KFC ever since the inflation of the past few years, so I don't know now.
Now I want to. I should make a fried chicken bucket.
Yeah, because I mean, a fast food meal will run you at least $12 now at a lot of places. At least around me. I don't know about elsewhere.
Direct price conversion, so the price is still the same in the US.
Egg.
Um. One moment. Can you pause it?
Egg cooked and scrambled style. Well, I don't know about there, but in the U.S., a lot of fast food egg is powdered and then rehydrated. Powdered eggs, yeah. It Arcana usually does.
Yeah, I imagine it tastes like egg.
Yeah, a lot of fast food. Well, not all fast food, but a lot of them, and especially hotels. Like I'm staying a night somewhere when I'm traveling, have the continental breakfast, have one bite of egg, and it's like, nope, that's enough. I don't want any more. Because your other options in a lot of hotel breakfasts is to have some sugary cereal or bacon, which is okay. The sausages were way too salty too. U.S. food services just sort of awful when you hear about it. Oh, people do like to complain, so there's a little bit of bias there. There are some good U.S. Food services you can find, but typically you want to avoid anything under PepsiCo, which it does include KFC, Taco Bell with mixed results. A&W is pretty terrible. Been to a Marriott hotel? Maybe a long time ago, but I wasn't paying for it. Yum Foods? Yeah, that's PepsiCo. But a lot of the time, a lot of restaurants, since they're franchised, they're very hit and miss.
That's my head.
Ironically, the U.S. is very homogenized, so whatever you find in one place, you'll find in many others.
Although it's also very different quality.
Yeah.
Very dependent on the employees in that particular one. You'll hear people that
employees
hate Burger
and
King. You'll hear people that love Burger King.
Yeah. Although Burger King's been pretty consistently bad everywhere I go. Door's back. But man, there's some nostalgia there because when Pokemon was Burger King was the place to go to get all the toys and collectibles.
Yawn.
That's me.
It's been 6 years, and VRChat has finally added the option to not show your controller when you when you want tooltips.
Oh my god, please tell me where that is.
Yes, please. That'd be nice.
So go to your big settings and your user interface. Right under menu tooltips, it says interactive object tooltips. You change that to tooltip.
Okay, thank you.
Just this recent patch, they added that.
Wait, what are the other options? Highlight only, tether? I don't know what tether is. I need something to grab.
You can pull out your camera.
Well, a tether feels like the dotted line that shows.
Yeah.
I'll mess around with this a bit. Yeah.
Isn't that so good? You can finally not fucking see your controller when you want to hover over something.
I just ignored it, but that helps with the immersion.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking see my controller.
I know what my controller is.
Yeah, it's where my fucking hand is.
Similar to the Harry Potter butterbeer. Wait, what drink was that?
Wait, what? Butterbeer?
Saying that drink tasted like the Harry Potter butterbeer, which is butterscotch, pretty much. Unless you get the alcoholic one.
There's this there's this dessert place in Seattle that sells or used to sell butterbeer. And oh my god, it was the best thing in the world. It was it was like so creamy and gingery and buttery, and it was like the perfect version of butterbeer I've ever tasted.
Yeah, that's kind of what it tastes like to my imagination when I read the books back then, too.
It was like so good. I don't know if they still sell it. I wonder if they don't sell it, I could ask them what the recipe is, right? I need to go there again.
They start their spice tolerance really young here.
I mean, yeah.
That's a huge bucket.
The ginger flavor in the butterbeer is like adds so much to the flavor. I don't think I'll accept any other butterbeer.
Well, if you ever go to Universal, they probably still have it there.
I've had that one. It's not as good.
Oh. That looks tasty.
Well,
In chili powder. Sweet chili and mayo. That looks good too. I kind of want to say something that's like, maybe that's just the age. Maybe I'm just Asian and I just see that those types of foods like, oh, I want some of that. Inspired by Jollibee, perhaps. Yeah.
Have you guys had Jollibee? I like Jollibee.
Never have. I thought I have, but
It's
I don't think I've ever been there.
It's like a Filipino restaurant or something, but
It's Filipino.
they have it's a Filipino restaurant, but they sell fried chicken and spaghetti. Yoland.
That's a combo.
It's pretty good. It doesn't taste like what you would expect though. It's like well, I guess the fried chicken is what you expect, but their spaghetti is like sweeter than what you'd expect.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Choco.
I'm not too into sweet things though.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Well, the closest Jollibee to me is in Phoenix.
Holy shit!
Which is quite a drive.
That looks so good. Don't get you started on Jollibee. What do you mean, Pixel? God. Any kind of traveling I'm gonna do is gonna fuck up my Is he gonna fuck up my fucking diet, Eland?
Yeah. Everybody is like always concerned about my diet when we have like a holiday or like a special dinner, and I'm like, it doesn't really matter because I'm not stopping. I never plan to like stop exercising, right? So.
Well, you shouldn't.
I'm very indifferent anytime like Thanksgiving or Christmas comes around, because like I could go up 5 pounds from this. It's gonna come right back off, and go right back to it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're already around where you want to be, it's a lot less of an issue.
Yeah, and exercise.
Fries and steak? No. What?
What?
And one should treat exercise as not something that you do to lose weight. It's base functionality. Is how you should be treating it.
I eat steak.
It's not the world we live in.
How much? 35.
Wow, that fucking knife just fucking slides through that.
Pixel, that Walmart knife is still not in stock, I don't think. Did I hear a phone notification?
I hear a dripping noise, but I just thought I was coming from the video.
It is coming from the video.
I'll have you know, Archon, my diet has changed drastically in the last year, and all I eat now is cereal and bean burritos. Pretzel sticks with dark chocolate hummus.
Yelin, I'm sure you've been told this before, but that sounds boring as hell.
I know, but you know my sense.
Yeah. Well, I was also a little bit of envious of you when you say you go to the store and you know exactly what you want and where it is. And meanwhile, I'm just going down the aisle and just thinking, what sounds good this week? And take my sweet ass time to do my shopping.
They sort of had
to. Store in 10 minutes.
They sort of had to adapt to the U.S. palate, but in the Philippines, their main items are good, but in the U.S., leading items are weird. So in the U.S., especially Chicago, has a weird taste because beef. Philippines are different or imported. Their seasoning spaghetti is different from other countries, so it's a weird translation. I see. I don't know. The main ones here are always so busy. Pixel, like holy shit! There's always so many people at the Jollibees.
Sounds like the Chick-fil-A or the In-N-Outs.
Are that included?
Just the huge lines.
Yeah.
Is cereal and bean burritos not healthier than just potatoes?
Wait, what was that?
Archon was like, "Ah, yes, because that's better," and I thought it was.
What's better?
Bean burritos and healthy cereals compared to potatoes.
Potatoes are
You're
pretty.
getting protein from those beans.
Potatoes are pretty pretty like healthy, as long as you're not like drenching them in oil.
Yeah. Like a single large potato is only 300 calories. It's just all those oils and butters that people add to it that does make it unhealthy.
Mm-hmm. What are they? Oh, those are those quail eggs? Or yeah, those are like quail eggs.
Looks like it.
Wait, what?
I've
they're just
never had
like
quail egg before.
they're just cracking it onto like into these little circles. Is it gonna stick like that?
Guess so.
Huh. They do just stick. Oh, that's what. There's so many of them over there. They just sell quail eggs.
Well, Archon, you are correct. If you get like a children's cereal that's just pure sugar, and a lot of healthy
Brand
cereals do have
cereals.
added sugar, so you do gotta watch out for that.
There's some healthy cereals though.
Yes.
I think
I've been getting Cinnamon Life. I can Google it.
oatmeal rolled oats or something should probably be pretty yummy, right?
Yeah. Well, it's also expensive, but consider going to health food stores for cereals too.
Wake Your Life multigrain cereal cinnamon. And then I think it's the Veggie Blend Cheerio?
Pickled soy sauce salmon. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Salmon.
Veggie Blend. That's what I've been getting.
They throw the skin away? You can fry that.
Fry the skin?
Yeah.
Oh, those are some thin cuts.
Street food salmon. I would not trust street food salmon in America.
Oh, this is Thailand, and currently Mom's waving the idea of me traveling with her to Thailand in a couple of years. I have been wanting to go to Southeast Asia for some time now.
Yeah, deep fry the skin. Holy shit. Oh yeah, they're gonna pickle it, I guess. That sounds interesting. Is that sesame seeds now? That looks really good. I guess they're not pickling it, it's just the soy sauce has pickled peppers, maybe?
Thought I was
deep fried
Filipino? No, I'm not.
Then my mom used deep fried fish for us when we were kids, but she stopped doing that when I started going to second grade because it takes so much work. Now I started doing it myself. I'll do it myself. Oh my god, why do I have to piss again?
Car will be right back.
You said I was gonna be on WoW while we were doing this? I started
That was
a
my initial
satisfactory
guess.
save.
Oh.
That's what I did.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe... No, I'm kidding.
Not really sure how much I'm going to play, but I've started it.
Mm.
You can fully customize your character now.
Oh.
They've got like different helmets. You can add different stuff to your scan gun. You can change your suit colors.
But maybe I'm thinking of Hard Space Shipbreaker, but do you add like stickers to your gun?
I think so.
Okay. I didn't bother too much with the cosmetics of that game, but I thought that was a pretty neat addition that you don't see all that often.
It's not super fast. Or not super fast. It's not super in depth. Like you look at it for like a moment and then you're like, okay, done. My character looks like this, and you can go back and change it whenever you want, but
that's totally fine. You know, sometimes games give you too much choice on how you should look in the cosmetic department when no one's hardly going to see you anyway.
Never enough choice. Always more.
Or you gotta pay for that, at least in a lot of MMOs. Fashion Wars 2, Fashionscape, World of Fashion Craft. I don't know what they call it there.
I'm back.
Hi.
Do you have to do are fallbacks even necessary anymore now with imposters?
Not necessarily. Well, I guess it depends on how you want to look.
I guess so.
Like a lot of times, your fallback can be a quest-specific avatar, which will always look better than an imposter.
I guess if you want it to look better, yeah. We gotta get our.
I mean that model.
We gotta get our
that
draw
model of
calls
yours
down.
is quest compatible. Which, right now the only reason it's poor rated or not compatible with Quest is because the amount of fizz bones is too high.
We could probably reduce them a little bit, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of it went to the wings. Although, with that update I sent you today, that removed about, like 6 of them.
Oh. We need to get the skin meshes down, though.
Yeah, but it was necessary for some customizations. Although, with the original courier outfits, yeah, I can mess around with it some.
Yeah, it's not
So
too
this conversation that mentioned fizz bones made me think of a VRChat post I saw this morning. This guy was like, do you guys get uncomfortable when you see people cuddling in VRChat and you know one of them is in a relationship with someone else? I don't like this. And all the comments were like, hey, here's what you need to know. Mind your damn business. Communication is key in relationships, and you know, what you are not okay with, other people might be. So, you know, get the fuck over yourself. And somebody was like, oh, I've got the perfect avatar for you. It's one where I become a little patch of grass. And somebody was like, that sounds horribly unoptimized. And they're like, actually, no. The fizz bones are grouped with the blades of grass. It's not one per blade of grass. And, like, there's a whole discussion of, like, oh, that actually sounds really smart. I want to see this. Like,
yeah.
completely derailed.
I really hope you're not putting one fizz bone per blade of grass.
It was just really funny with so what you need to know is mind your damn business.
What is this? I think I've had this before, haven't I? That looks yummy.
It looks familiar. I would just design it like little clumps of grass, like crabgrass, and then just add one fishbone to that and call it a day.
They're like little waffle thingies. No, waffle? Pancake, yeah. Ria! Hi, wolf cat Ria. Thank you for the wave. Up, 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 up.
It sounds like a Final Fantasy 4. Well, at least Unity just has the sprites warp, which is just pull a few vertices around.
Could probably, like, batching is what you want to do, though.
For, like, fishbones on grass, or just Unity terrain, or whatever.
For
Yeah,
grass.
well, it's built in. So most people just toss it in and be done with it when they're making worlds.
Is it though? Because I feel like it's still not that optimized.
Well, I was actually about to get to that. Saying there's just something about it that my fans spin up whenever Unity terrain's in a world.
Yeah.
Which makes me question its performance.
Yeah.
And right now I'm debating and looking and researching. It's like, in my next map for the terrain, do I just use Unity's built-in terrain, or should I just make a mesh? And all the replies said use terrain.
Yeah, you want to use terrain. I mean, it could be for other things on the map, son.
I'll use meshes for like cliffs and stuff, which is what pretty much most games do anyway, since 3D was a thing.
That looks so good. Oh, but it's a red bean. Red bean is hit or miss.
So good. So tasty.
Oh, that video again.
What is that? Red bean is meh, honestly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Red bean is super like miss, and hit for me. It's not often that good.
Really?
It's pretty dry.
Red bean is like the superior bean for me. I used to just constantly try different beans for the burritos, and now I'm just like, red bean's the best. Give me the red beans all the time.
Oh, that's not what I'm. Not for. That's not in Asian cooking, people use red beans for dessert. That's what I'm thinking of.
100 bots translates to 273. Noted.
Last one wasn't there, right? Didn't hear me.
Doesn't
I
look
don't know.
like it.
I'm usually asleep right about now.
Oh, he might be.
There is
Arar was
obviously
having a
no better
birthday
place to
stream.
experience it than where it
do you
is
know who
from,
Arar
and the
is?
great land here in Japan. But unfortunately, not every single person watching this video can just casually hop on their next flight to
Yeah, I
Tokyo
don't
to
like-
experience the greatness
most of the time
Japanese
red bean
food.
is
So
meh.
what do they do instead? Naturally, you're going to be
For-
tapping on
for
Google
that
Maps
stuff,
to see where the
Archon,
closest Japanese establishment is in your country of residence. But how does that actually stack up to the food that you can get
Is he-
here in Japan?
what is he-
I asked
how
myself
did-
this
what-
exact question while I was in
Was he
Los
using
Angeles
trainer
last year,
chopsticks
and
there?
So I wanted to get
In
to
that stock
the bottom
footage?
by trying out every single Japanese dish that you can buy
didn't
in
see.
America with some help from some LA locals as well. So let's rewind the tape to 6
Oh, is this-
months ago.
is this
where
Joy?
I set myself out on a quest to see if American Japanese
Anime
food
Man is the name
as
of the
good
channel.
or
Or no,
even
yeah, the
potentially
Anime
better
Man.
than what you can get in Japan. Roll the tape back.
I'm being super biased right now with the videos. I'm just picking whatever I find interesting out of the list.
With some Japanese junk food. Right now, we're in front of a Yoshinoya, which is a beef bowl type of chain that you see a lot of in Japan. There's like a top 3 of beef bowls. There's Sukiya, there's Matsuya, and then there's Yoshinoya. I'm more of a Sukiya fan myself, but I've never seen or heard of a Yoshinoya being in America before, so let's find out, shall we? Let's go.
As I stepped up to the
No,
counter
you
to
and
order,
Vince.
the
I
familiar smell
don't
of beef
typically
was
put
hitting
videos
the
in.
inside of
Put
my
anything
nostrils.
in.
But then I immediately noticed a big difference.
So I got a fountain
don't-
drink, which is definitely
Like,
one
I
thing you
don't
don't
look
get
at a lot
like
of food
cherry. I'm gonna
videos,
try
so
that.
like, for me to come across one, it's just like, oh,
sweet.
well,
It's like
this will
corn syrup.
maybe be funny for everyone.
This is pure corn syrup. Okay, I'm back in my hotel room because they were playing like weird gangster music and I didn't want to get copyright claimed, but I managed to get a gyudon meal, or I guess it's called like original gyudon beef. Of course as well, because this is America, they gave us forks instead of chopsticks.
That is not
Shake
true.
my head. And I got a
What?
full meal with a side. So the side
I do not
is a
only
6-piece of
post
gyoza,
videos.
which is an interesting choice because gyoza is oh, that's a weird colored gyoza right there. So I got a 5-piece gyoza on the side with a small drink. Yeah, good joke. This is a small fucking drink. This is Yoshinoya's gyudon with a side of 5 pieces of gyoza and a small drink. And this is a small size in Japan.
Holy shit.
Like, this is roughly the same size. And I think that was like $8 by itself. A bit of a ripoff considering that a regular gyudon in Yoshinoya like probably set you back around like 500-600 yen. So first of all, inflation, am I right?
But hey, before we dive into some Japanese food, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Honkai Star
What the
Rail.
fuck?
I'm sure you've already heard of it by now. The winner of
Anime.
multiple game awards and developed by Hoyoverse. Honkai Star Rail is the free-to-play
Interestingly,
RPG filled
I've
to
actually
the
been seeing
brim with
Genshin ads at the
dazzling
gym,
turn-based
too.
combat, extensive narrative, engaging
Oh, at the gym?
elements, and most importantly, absolute
Yeah.
What the fuck?
god-tier character designs. I mean, look at all of these. God damn! With the world of Penacony open
Not
to
like
explore by
printed,
entering
but
through the
channels
realm of
like that seem like they're
a
gym
city of
specific.
revelry and hedonism,
That's so weird.
full of fun and laughter, lies a darker side with the
They're taking over the world.
Plays into a web of conspiracy.
But I think part of the appeal is that it is a mobile game.
Bristles
Along
with
the way,
mystical
players will
irritation
encounter
play
a
anywhere.
number of brand new characters,
More
such as
soulless
this one
commercial
right here,
chatter
Black
to
Swan,
Yes, there's
proclaim
an
the
ad right
an
now.
sanctity
elf
of
woman
the
who
ether.
practices divination using a crystal ball and cards, and
Oh,
someone who
meta.
makes me glad that I have a thing for goth anime mommies. Or if that's not your thing, why not check out this other
Have you
brand new
defilers
character right
no
here,
reverence?
Sparkle. Oh, look at her,
Umo.
she's so cute. A mischievous and unpredictable girl with a helpful skill point restoration ability in battle. Listen, I appreciate a good kitsune mask on a cute anime girl, so this character is Anime Man approved. And there are so many more additions to this update,
Yeah, but
including
isn't she
wall
evil?
walking, transformative mazes, new scenes, new enemies, and so much more. And if you log in for 7 consecutive days, you'll get 20-star rail
The villains gotta
special
look good
passes
too,
for
right?
free. Now, I may not be good at math, but I can tell you that that is a goddamn deal. So check out Honkai Star Rail right now by clicking the link down in the description
For
below,
my,
and just for you guys, you'll get a
my
bonus
friend
50
was
stellar
having a
jade for
birthday
using my
stream
link.
before this.
You're welcome. Thank you to Honkai Star
And
Rail
we
for
were looking
sponsoring
at
today's
pictures of
episode.
them.
Now let's go back to Joey being an
And,
absolute slob and sucking
I
up
made
all the
this for
Japanese
them.
food in America. Why is American food so goddamn expensive, man? Jesus Christ, I'm broke after this.
Also,
What the
I don't know
fuck?
about you guys, but with Japanese gyudon,
What the
they
fuck,
do
you
not
learned?
put steamed vegetables. Normally, the
Look at
only
his
vegetables they
chin!
would put in with a
What the
gyudon
fuck?
is like onion slices, which they have that at least, so I'll give them props for
Oh
that.
yeah,
but they
I said
most
earlier,
certainly do
it's
not
that time
have
of day and week
cauliflower
again.
bits
I
in
hear
your
a drag
gyudon.
racing
Who puts
going on
cauliflower in
outside.
their gyudon, bro?
Oh,
Alright,
dear.
but the most
Hell
important
yeah.
part is the meat. It's looking a little dry. Also, not a whole lot of meat, but let's give it.
Oh, the street
a try.
drag
Take one.
racing.
Let's see how well this rice is cooked.
Bro.
Uh-oh.
First of all, I'm sorry, but Americans do not know how to cook white rice. Like, this rice is so
Right?
it's
What?
Every restaurant I
let
go
alone
to, the rice
beef
is always
already.
undercut.
It's a little bit
How do you
more dry
fuck up
than what
rice?
you normally get at a Yoshinoya. Combine that with the dry rice, the flaky rice.
I don't
and the
even. How do you
dry
even?
ass
How do you even mess up
vegetables as well. I can
rice?
see why this is considered a small
Every
drink,
restaurant I go
'cause I'm
to
probably
messes
gonna
it
need
up.
this to quench my thirst. All right, let's try this gyoza though. So we got some packet soy sauce right here. Pew. Why is this soy sauce so sweet? Okay, first of all, I'm not expecting
Sweet?
the gyoza or anything to be like top quality because, you know, at the end of the day, these
I
gyudon
know
places in Japan
Archon,
are
but they were
considered junk food.
fucking.
But still,
It's
this
just.
is not good.
It was white
I,
people cooking
considering I
it.
paid like almost 3 times the price for this that I would in Japan. This is pretty horrendous, not gonna lie. Not to mention that I got a what was it again? A cherry Pepsi, which just tastes like hot sugar in
So
water.
a
I can
really big
see
issue with
why
street racing.
this
Oh, it really kicked
is
up in
considered junk
2020
food.
during
They
the
I don't
have.
know how
They
it's
have a
considered
rice
junk
cooker,
food in
Archon.
America, because this does probably qualify.
It
But yeah,
comes from the
overall,
rice
I
cooker.
believe American Yoshinoya Oh, American gyudon, a E tier. This
Cosmic
is not
sigh
good,
of relief
especially
at
for
last.
$12.
That grating
This is not it.
capitalist
The
cacophony
Yoshinoya
has
beef
ceased.
bowl ended up being
Peace
the
is restored
worst
to this
start to my
celestial domain
American
once
Japanese
more.
culinary adventure, but I was a little more optimistic about my
I
next
know,
stop. Typically in
Archon.
Japan,
I don't
izakaya
even know
food
how
is
it's
quite cheap and affordable, so
possible.
not having the highest
Yeah.
expectations of food quality was
It's
a
like
given, but if the
anymore, it's
Yoshinoya
like I'll just
earlier
cook my
showed
own
me
rice.
anything,
You don't need
it's
to
that
give me
food
anything.
quality is sometimes a figment of one's imagination, apparently. Let's see if this izakaya can help me regain my faith in American Japanese cuisine.
I'm with the homie Violet. We're at a place called Bizan, right here, right near Little Tokyo, and it's kind of like udon place. I mean, they have like a
Cosmic
dedicated
snort you
udon
mortals
menu, but
and
they
your
also have a
fixation
bunch
on
of
such
like
mundane corporeal
izakaya-style little
trivialities.
snacks. So,
I am Sapphire, ethereal
and mac and
embodiment
cheese.
of
There's a
infinite
mac and
cosmic
cheese at this
profundity.
Japanese restaurant. But
To
already,
inquire
a
after
good
something
sign
as
was that the
pedestrian
person
as
who was
egg
bringing us to the
sizes
table
is to court the
spoke
shattering of your
Japanese,
fragile
like
little
in a
minds.
Japanese
Omo.
accent, so that's already a good sign, because there's nothing more sus than going to a Japanese restaurant and there's no Japanese people working there.
Do you like Japanese food? Are you a big fan?
I feel like I eat more Japanese and Korean food than I do.
Oh, you guys can't
actually
hear
Mexican
her.
or American. So yes, I do. No, I really do. I have a lot of Asian friends too, so they know the good
Because
spots in
Sapphire's
LA,
being
so
chatty.
It helps too. I'm gonna for sure order
Here, now you can
edamame
hear her if
and
she talks again.
I want to get the assorted tempura. So I get vegetable and the shrimp.
Well, they have bukkake, which is the normal one. Don't laugh.
Yeah, I didn't
Well, Violet, so I don't know.
I didn't even think about that. You sick. Did that on purpose. You sick. Sauteed green beans. Not much to say. I'm sure these are good. So these are ingen mame in Japanese. We do cook it like this as well. So it's legit.
What is that shirt that she's wearing?
And then we have the gyoza as well.
I was wondering
Hopefully
that
these are
too.
better than the gyoza I got at Yoshinoya. I think the problem, the
They're from
inside is
The
good, but I
Shining,
think
right?
the problem might be the skin.
No.
It's a little thicker than normal. There's a little bit more of like a doughy texture to it. The inside though is good, but I think the skin, they can't do much about it because they probably get
The
it from
Shining
here.
didn't
It's
have
probably
blood
not the
on
same as the standards in
anyone.
Japan.
It just
What do you think?
The
on
meat
a
is
lot of
good. I
stuff.
will say that the meat is good, but I can't tell like any if it's tradition or not. But it's good to me. I like it.
Yeah.
I would say I wish it was a little bit more crispier.
Yeah, that's it. All right, main dish, my bukkake udon. Bukkake in Japanese means to pour all over. So now you know.
I actually didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know it meant pour all over. I thought it
Yeah.
meant something else.
Or it meant like, cover it.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, with bukkake udon, you're given a sauce that's separate
Yeah,
from it.
does
and
it?
then you can pour as much or as little as you want.
Apparently.
You got the beef bowl, which immediately looks 100 times better than
Well,
the
she was like,
Yoshinoya
that
we
makes
got. They got all
sense.
the
It's like,
proper stuff as well. So
uh-huh.
they got like tenkatsu,
I
which
bought
is
a
like the kind
beef
of
bowl
leftover bits from tempura. You
at
get
a-
the oroshi,
at
which
this-
is the
well,
grated,
it was a sushi
radish.
restaurant
You
that I
got
liked.
green onions,
I was like,
tomato
I'll try the
flakes,
beef bowl.
seaweed, nori.
Looks
All the
okay.
ingredients are there. So now it's
And
just a
like
matter
comes
of-
out and it's beef with like all sorts of other stuff. There's not very much beef and it makes me so sad.
That's like an A tier.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
The beef bowl? Well, I haven't tried it yet. I think you should try it. To compare it to Yoshinoya. I like the sauce. The sauce is really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's like
sad.
not even close.
It had like a bunch of filler vegetables and very little beef.
It's like Yoshinoya, but with
It was
flavor.
so
We got some tempura,
sad.
classic Japanese food, even
That
though
sounds
it's
like
not
canned
Japanese
soup
technically.
or chicken or
it's considered
beef
Japanese food now, so-
soups.
I would say this is
It's like you might find one or two pieces of beef in it, and the rest is all vegetables.
no.
I didn't know that.
They're from California.
Well, for chicken soup, you're like
He thought
the
King
chicken's
Kong
like
was
in the
Mexican.
broth, so it's,
Yeah.
It's okay to be dumb. It's fine. It's really hard to. Alright, so this is
sounds
great.
like a
Honestly,
criminal
like, same
offense.
quality as you get in Japan.
Yeah, I was so sad.
Just come here. I think this is so far the closest we've gotten to like actual authentic Japanese food. All right, we got.
I think I'm gonna play some
yakini,
Deadlock
slime
after
one.
this.
How you react to it.
I'm gonna like cut it in half.
Full wants to play me to play Deadlock.
Not what I expected.
I haven't played it yet, so maybe I'll go play it on.
That tonight or?
Enjoy it.
Yeah, tonight.
It's like something I can try. That's kind of
That's actually fine because I was kind of wanting to get out of VR once we're done anyway. My neck's hurting a little bit.
Popcorn as well, which is the pickled radish.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
have to
it's Full's birthday
down too
today.
much.
Overall, it was exactly what I was expecting from an izakaya experience. Decent food, decent drinks, and good vibes with friends. So all things considered, I'd say the American izakaya experience was overall pretty solid. But my next stop would be another scary gamble for me, as we were now delving into the world of uncooked ingredients. And to help muster up the courage, I needed the help of America's biggest Japanese cuisine expert, or so he claims.
Sushi in Japan?
Wait, this looks...
Oh my God.
This place looks familiar.
Not much better than American
Wait, did I...
sushi.
Are you serious right now?
Have I gone here?
100% is not for the video.
Wait, this looks exactly like that restaurant I went to with
This is the
Peaks.
first time I've ever come to a sushi train outside of Japan because I'm scared already.
Oh, it's a
right?
chain.
Like, I mean,
Okay,
the setup
maybe
is
that's why
kinda
it looks
similar. Like, we have
familiar.
the tablet,
Oh.
and we obviously have the train. One thing though, or actually a couple of things, these have lids on them. We don't have that.
The lids are good because it's sanitary. We also don't have 17-year-olds that lick it and put it back.
That's true. You know what? Touche. Touche. We don't have this though. The
Thank
disposing the
goodness.
plates thing. That's actually a pretty cool system in my opinion. I guess it counts which plates you've had the moment you put it in, and then that adds onto it. Because in Japan, we would keep the plates on the table, and then when you get the bill, the person would come over and they would scan all the plates because different plates have different price points on it.
Well, if we're being smart then, the same way when you're in Japan, you shouldn't pull it off.
Order off the tablet.
We should order off the tablet.
We should order off the tablet. Although I am kind of curious.
We should pull one off.
We can get some watermelon.
It's probably really good.
Yeah,
You know what?
really.
Let's get it. Let's get
want
it.
it?
Let's get it.
Although I did see that Idle Home got updated, I think a lot of people might be hanging out
What?
there
You're
tonight.
doing it wrong. You have to... You're not supposed to grab the whole thing, you fucking monster.
Just take the whole thing in, yeah.
Our American customs.
Sorry. That was actually a really good one.
Americans.
One big difference between rolls and sushi in America is how sauced up.
He's Australian.
Like drowning in sauce.
It's got two different sauces. In Japan, the chef put like a little dab of soy sauce and they're like, don't put any more.
Yep.
Not here.
What about the wasabi? Is the wasabi any good here? Oh, that does not look good. The wasabi should not look this dry.
Let's start off with the Philly roll.
Okay. It's cream cheese, salmon, and what else is in there?
Fake crab, imitation crab.
Oh, an avocado.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
The fuck?
That's really good.
The cream cheese is so
This cream cheese.
God damn. There's a
Fucking cream cheese in sushi is a crime.
sauce and a mayo, some kind of flakes. Is it good?
It's so good.
How's everyone saying? I'm
You
good.
can't taste the fish. That's what makes it good. This is like the lowest quality fish you can buy. That's why the sauce makes it so good. Now we can score our first point.
Oh, hell yeah.
Please do the honors.
God, I would not be able to talk about negatively about a restaurant inside the restaurant.
What's your favorite salmon to go?
Usually, there's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Wait, that was
You
so
like
fast.
cream cheese and sushi? I don't like it.
This looks like AI.
Oh yeah, that top one, that top belt, that's the like the belt you order from, and it just zooms in, like nyong.
Not just placed on top.
And sometimes,
Order something directly.
and then sometimes you see people order stuff, and it zooms past you, and you're like, what if I just grabbed it?
And then break your hand.
Really good.
It's cold.
Yeah, I wish I had more cream.
Why does sushi weird you out,
Get your
Arch?
ass in there, boy. I think for a cheap place, that was acceptable.
It's like as good as Japan.
As good as you're probably gonna get at like a cheap sushi place in Japan.
'Cause
But one
raw.
thing I can say though, at least with Japanese food, right, is
Huh?
like, you know the saying, feed the eye before you feed the
'Cause it's
stomach?
raw.
That sushi right there looked like a video game item. If they had sushi in
Do-
like, Minecraft, that's what it would have
It
looked
didn't
like.
load in all the way.
You
It
eat
was
steak?
like low quality sushi,
Yeah.
you know? And then we got dashi olive salmon.
Wait, it's
Olive.
right there.
Usually not
Dashi
raw.
olive. I don't see the dashi.
Other
or the
people,
olive.
if you're eating it,
Like
if you're
raw.
eating it
I think
medium
what we
rare,
have to do
it's
is we
like
get a
pretty
little fancy
close.
here and like dab it with the.
I see it.
They were commenting that
Hi,
that looks
hon.
like the like your typical video game sushi sprite, and you're not wrong. That is the
I prefer that over normal.
that is the sashimi sprite from Stardew.
There's more taste to it.
Oh,
You can tell the Sam's kind of low.
we gotta take what we get here.
It's also cheap.
It's a hunt.
Good old gun cam.
Oh wait, what the fuck's happening? Miami Beach.
This is so big.
Oh, they're getting a.
Tenma, and I'm on vacation. Oh shit.
They're getting-
serve
they're-
the sushi plate.
We gamify our food here.
Yeah.
If you walk away without eating more, they kill him. It's like an ISIS beheading video.
I wonder if my favorite one's here.
What's your favorite?
I don't know what it is in English.
Say in Japanese, I can probably translate.
It's mejiro.
Oh, fish. Nice. Okay, so this is like, oh lord, this is classic.
When it comes to
This is
food,
actually
if it
what I
looks
think
weird,
of
it
when I think
smells
of
weird,
American
I'll really
sushi.
try
It's
and try
usually
it.
you'll order like something called like a ninja roll, and it'll just
That's
be
the
like
one. I mean, I guess you're like Yulin then.
with sauce, and you won't even know
It's
what
like
you're
Kira
eating. It
sushi.
tastes
Yeah, that's what it's
kinda the
called.
same,
Yeah.
which is relatively good.
I've never been like physically assaulted by a mixture of flavors before. I feel violated after that.
You like it? Like a good violation. Like what's a good violation?
Good question.
It's actually there is none. I would say is my answer.
Premium.
Global. It would
I
be,
like
like,
it. I like
kanji
Kira
and
sushi.
civ, and it would go.
Ain't no way we're trying.
It would go
Alright, first
like
of all,
quadruple
false
negative and
advertising.
just be a
That
garbage
thing
gut and like
is like
everything.
Picture.
That thing is look how thick this boy is. It's like this thick. Meanwhile,
Also, way more raw than I thought it would be.
yeah, it's like blue steak, bro.
They barely seared it.
Would you like to try this one first?
What do you mean barely seared
Thank
it?
you. Appreciate
A
it.
searing only goes on the
It
outside.
smells horrible. Oh my god, that smells so.
If I get sick tomorrow, you'll know.
Bruh.
Yeah, this ain't it, chief. That's not.
You used to
sushi.
make barbecue paste sauces. Maybe. Oh, they do actually do tend to do a lot of barbecue stuff there, huh? But I had a lot of stuff that didn't have like a lot of stuff on it.
Piece of fried garlic. 'Cause that's all you taste. Let me just see what they got to offer here.
And these are gunkans?
No. What'd you say?
Gunkan.
I thought you were saying like Australian, like goon. And I was like, what is that?
Whoa! Oh my god!
I love sea urchin.
But like,
Oh, but
they
yeah,
say
but
about
American sea urchin.
They say about sea urchin is like it's the worst food to have a bad version of.
Bad sea urchin is like taking a mouthful of salt water.
What is good sea urchin in that example?
Good sea urchin is like, it has the kind of like ocean flavor, but it also has like, it's like creamy. It doesn't stick around in the mouth for too long. The texture is like
Sea
better
urchins-
than most. Like, cause like bad sea urchin is like salty snot.
Yes.
Good sea urchin is like salty
That's
snot, but
alright.
good. Alright, here's a snow crab.
Alright.
That's what I've heard about
Good
it.
piece of crab.
They must just have a frozen batch of these.
Don't say that. Ruin the immersion. This is definitely fresh. You know.
This- what do you mean
only the
fresh?
best that Good has a chef's to offer.
Oh, delicious.
Delicious?
I mean, it's snow crab.
I mean, it's kind of hard to crabs, unless it's like imitation
The
crab.
crab did all the work.
What the fuck?
Oh, Lord.
Echo?
Visually, that's like a 3.
Holy
A
shit!
lot of rice in it.
That's
Rule
a
number 1 of how to identify a good piece of like uni gunkan is that if you can see the rice, that's a bad sign.
Dude, it smells awful.
Should we halve it?
No, I think you should enjoy this.
Are you sure?
No, this is really important for the video.
I really want to like share this experience with you though.
Nah.
So normally,
I haven't had sea urchin that
when you cook
often.
sushi, you would try and dip this in the soy sauce. But because it's rice underneath, the rice just gets wet and none of the soy sauce actually goes onto the uni. So what you do is you take a piece of gutty and you dip it in soy sauce, and then you use
That's
it like a paintbrush.
It's kind of badass.
And then now you have the soy sauce on the actual uni, and the rice is untouched. And you still get the full flavor. Come on, good thoughts, good thoughts.
No, it's not that bad. It's no, it can't be that. Come on.
It was
Number 1.
That was probably the worst piece of uni I've had in my life.
Where did we go wrong?
Opening up this restaurant.
Okay, all right.
You know how I was telling you about like the texture is the
wasn't-
the number one
I
thing,
guess it-
and the
yeah,
taste is
I
the
guess
number
it
one
wasn't-
thing?
it
One,
was
the texture was
weird.
horrendous, like way too slimy.
Dude,
when I had it
I smell
here.
it on your breath and your mouth. It is messing with me. Get to that snow crab.
Yeah, I need to get to this snow crab right now. I need a palate.
You need a palate cleanser.
Sea urchin is weird.
That's so much better. Everything else has been like acceptable to pretty good. That uni though, holy. Yeah, we need 4 more plates to save Muta and Mara.
Grab that. I want to try it.
Which one?
Eel. It's like kind of a risky one.
To be fair,
Eel isn't
I'm
that
not about this
risky.
because it's cooked.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah, it's cooked.
Is eel sauce made with eel?
The answer is
No.
no.
This is the editor's moment to make Joey look really dumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. So please confirm right here. Let's try the toro first. That is oily, dude. You can see the.
What? Did they
see
skip
my
the
reflection.
eel? What?
That is probably the best thing I've had.
That was amazing.
That was good.
What was that?
I'm damn near call it S tier.
I'll give that an A. When it comes to sushi, I am a
No, no.
All right, well, let's try
I
it.
do like eel. Okay.
Oh, there's the eel.
Oh yeah.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
man.
That's probably the best thing I've had. Actually.
That was great.
That was great. Eel, you did it right. There we go. That's what I want. That's the good stuff right here. Very good.
It's like crab innards. Yeah, that's what I compare it to. Sea urchin is like crab innards.
Very rare crab. Okay. California California roll, I think, is the most popular American sushi roll. I believe it's called a California roll because it's called a CA roll, which is crab avocado.
I thought the Californians were like, we got this shit. We own this shit now.
It's just because it's crab avocado CA California.
What
Why
is
don't they do
that?
it with every
Why?
state? Texas roll? It's got
TX.
Yeah, it's got
Get there.
Toro
And?
and
X.
Xanax. There's very little flavor.
You're mostly just chewing on something that's kind of fun to chew on, and then it has a little soy sauce in it. I don't get why these are as popular as they are.
I think we can.
A lot of people love California rolls.
There are some dishes that American kurazushi has.
Yeah.
and
I
then
like
there are
California
some
rolls.
like the uni,
They're pretty
where you
good.
can
They don't have
probably
cream
take it off the
cheese.
menu.
It's still sushi, yeah?
It's still sushi.
Not that much different than Japan.
Not that much different. Again, some things they kind of do up to par with Japan, and some things they do a lot worse. But I think overall, it's as authentic of a sushi experience I think as you can get.
Across the board, it is way uglier though.
But yes.
Like the rolls themselves, like it's just a piece of stuff, like the nigiri's just hanging on it. Because they don't got someone back there who's been here 15 years.
No, and if they do, they're not getting paid enough.
I came expecting like, you know, American sushi, it's about as good as Japanese sushi.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to have as many misses though. Do the honors.
Oh shit! We got 2 more plates.
Chuck 'em in.
Juan, that plate count is gonna hit 15. Bam! Sushi plates have been inserted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a spicy meatball. We got the recipe back. Scan QR code. Oh fuck! Wait, don't disappear, please. Oh wait.
He got it. He got it.
Oh! What the?
He didn't know about the gotcha.
I got Batman.
With like so much advertisement on the bottom, that's crazy. Really good looking.
Thank you to Ludwig for coming on and teaching me the Japanese ways of sushi in America.
Arigato
I'm
gozaimasu for having me.
Well, that was genuinely surprising. I think it's safe to say that American sushi has definitely improved over the years. And although I managed to win this particular bet, the gambling was going to continue at our next place. Another staple of Japanese cuisine that has taken the world by storm. And after a stomach full of raw fish, I was not exactly looking forward to this one.
We're here right now just opposite the street from Little Tokyo in a place called Ming, or this one was
He looks like his clothes are literally gonna fall off.
And I want to know just how much ramen has, I guess, evolved since the last time I had it, because I had ramen once in LA the first time I ever came here about 6 or 7 years ago in Little Tokyo, and it was not that great. So I'm hoping this place is a little bit better. Let's go. We want to try out just like the most basic ramen that you can get anywhere in Japan and anywhere in LA. So let's go with the shoyu ramen. First off, the prices are they're expensive. It's $17 for a ramen. There is a Michelin-star ramen in
That's
Shinjuku.
not unusual if you get a huge ramen bowl.
But again, this is LA prices we're talking about, so...
Oh, also
I
LA.
guess. Honestly, these are prices I'm pretty used to seeing anywhere outside of Japan, so the idea, it's all about the taste. Okay, so I got the shoyu ramen. Honestly, looks pretty damn good. Really, really close. So you have all the essentials. Obviously, you got your moyashi, your bean sprouts. You got your
Bean sprouts.
bamboo shoot. You got 2 slices of char siu, half tamago, piece of nori, some seaweed right here, and some veggies and spring rolls. There are a number of factors when it comes to ramen to determine how good it is. Number 1 is the broth. So let's have a little sip of this broth, shall we? All right, nice oily texture right there.
Is Sen big?
That's nice. It's not too
What do you
heavy.
mean?
Let's try out these noodles though, shall we? So they're a little thinner than
Like my
usual,
avatar?
I've
Or am I
noticed,
just
but
close to the
same color,
camera?
same consistency. Let's try this out.
American bean sprout looks unappealing. What do you mean?
These thinner noodles right here still have a really nice
They're
texture.
they're
really
just
nice
bean
consistency,
sprouts.
and it goes really well with the broth as well. Let's try this char siu actually. Ramen's really improved. This is like 10 times, 100 times better than the ramen I first had in Little Tokyo. I see you. You're getting a little bit better. I respect that. Try the memma as well, the bamboo shoot. I love these things. The flavoring is good. Memma's a little bit salty, but that's a preferential thing. Some people really like it salty. I'm down to finish this, which is a big compliment to give.
Menma
LA
is
ramen.
hit or miss for me.
The worst ramen I ever had in my life was in LA, in Little
It's
Tokyo.
looking
like, not
appealing.
far from
It's
here,
just bean
6, 7 years ago.
sprouts.
So in these 6-7 years, dog, LA has definitely improved in their ramen game. This is actually really good. Like, you could serve this to Japanese people in Japan, and I think they'll be satisfied with it. So enough of my commentary. I'm gonna finish this right now.
It's not like they're importing bean sprouts. People, they're actually growing it. Bean sprouts are fucking easy to grow.
Initially, The first couple of bites were actually pretty good, but this is very common with a lot of ramen places, even in Japan.
Bell
The more you eat
sprouts.
it, the more your opinion about the dish starts to change. So in the case with Meno, I didn't finish it. It was a lot of food. 2, every time I ate more of the noodles, it kind of left this like chalky texture in my mouth. That's usually as a result of the noodles maybe not being cooked through well enough. But I mean, that also happens in Japan as well. I'm just personally not a fan of that, so that's that. Usually in Japan, they give you, I guess, different choices.
He does look
as
like a
to
hipster
whether the ramen is
with
like
this
hard
outfit.
or crunchy or anything like that. In this place, obviously, there was no difference. Broth in and of itself was good for the first couple of sips, but then obviously the oil started to take over quite a bit and it became a little bit hard to stomach, and that's probably another reason why. Look, I'm not gonna say that was the best ramen I've ever had in the world, obviously, but I think, again, I'm comparing it to the first bowl of ramen I ever had in Little Tokyo. Compared to that, yes, this is definitely an improvement, but I do still want to see, I guess, the ceiling of ramen raised a little bit higher here in Los Angeles. I don't know, maybe I didn't go to like
Homemade
the best
ramen is
place in
so
Los
good.
Angeles. You guys in the comments can let me know what your favorite place
Holy
is. But
shit.
yeah, I think my stomach is full with ramen.
I've never
for
attempted
this
that
lunchtime.
before.
But now,
It's
I would be lying if I
so
said I
good.
didn't save the best for last, as this final stop will truly show the potential of what America
I think
can
I
do
picked up
with
some
Japanese cuisine.
ramen
And what better
broth
way to top
today
this
or
all
something
off
like
than by
that.
sharing it with America's biggest weeb himself.
it's his recommendation. He says that this place is the shit, so we're about to find out.
I'm telling you, this is like as close to Japanese level as you can get.
Biggest
I'm
weeb,
already seeing a good
that
sign on
shirt.
this
Mm.
Maybe I
that
don't know
says,
better,
"Our
but
cuts
that's
are
not a
flown
weeb
directly
shirt.
from Japan to your
Or
table,
hat.
never frozen, ensuring the guests experience the best quality Wagyu in traditional Japanese style." That's a tall order. If this place ends up sucking, we know who to blame.
I don't know. I don't like
Not our
salmon.
restaurant.
This video.
I'll take it. It's my fault. 100%.
What do you mean?
Starting on the left-hand side, you guys have the roast beef.
Like, is this a new video or was this like a year ago?
Based on the Honkai stuff, this is probably like a couple, like 3-4, maybe 3-4 months old.
So far, so good.
Oh,
This is already very Japanese, considering the fact
I never
that,
really
again,
cared
it's
for
all
this
about the philosophy of
I liked him a
you feed
bit
the
more when
eyes
he
before
did
you
the
feed
trash
stomach.
taste
If it looks pristine
podcast
and it looks good, it's presented
past
seven
nicely,
months
that's
ago.
how you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is very Japanese right here, the tartar beef. It's called tataki. in
Yeah,
Japan.
7
7
months
months.
old. Oh, is that? Was
That's
Penacony
super
that
good.
long
I'm silently
ago? I
judging
guess
your
so.
steak skills, by the way.
Why, is it bad?
No, it's good, actually. Better than a lot of people I've seen. You're holding it correctly as well. Yep, you're moving it correctly. That's how you know, man. That's how you know it's not lost Japan, bro. So far, appetizer.
Chopsticks? Is that how you know?
It's one of the leanest A5 Wagyu beefs we have.
That's the best sound.
Oh.
Look at that.
This might make me end the stream early. Jesus Christ.
Every single meat from here on out is gonna be better. Another downside is that it gets really fucking hot in here.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, we got some garlic rice with what looks like a little bit of like cooked tataki inside of it as well.
You definitely need this though, because like all of the meats are like that.
You need like a palate cleanser for all the fatty goodness of the Wagyu. So this is like perfect for that. Honestly, like for the little that we've had already, like I can see why this is your favorite place. To be fair though, it is pretty difficult to yakiniku. Like it's all about the cuts. Like as long as you get the good cuts.
As long as you
which
find the right meat,
so far we
yeah.
have, and it's only gonna get better from here. Like unless the chef like completely sucks at cooking it here, which I'm sure they won't be, then like it's pretty difficult to like majorly.
Yeah, it's the meat carrying it for sure.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point. You can't really get it everywhere else.
Sure, that is true.
I can't imagine like talking
Aspect of,
about
this
like
experience that
the
has ruined me a
the
little bit
restaurant so
is, like,
critically in front of like
wine, I'm like,
the people working there.
not as
It
marvelous,
feels so weird to me.
it's not as good.
Look at the sheen on this. Look at that.
You know what I mean, Yulan?
Ripping off of it. This is gonna be bomb. I can
Yeah,
already
but I bet they're used to it.
What the servers? I guess in LA.
Servers.
I guess in LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yazuyaki A5 Wagyu sirloin, one of the most marble, richest tender cuts. This sauce is special too. It's sukiyaki marinade sauce, which is sweeter than regular marinade sauce we have here. That's why this time we're doing with egg sauce.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you go to. I guess it depends on where you go too. Some restaurant workers are like, I just work here. I don't really care otherwise.
How was it? Damn.
I imagine most of them are just like, cool, dude. Who asked?
I've been to the place that
Yeah.
That's good.
It's like maple syrup. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
The egg part, definitely, they've added like a little bit of...
Like I've heard that a few times when I worked in
Which, like,
retail,
I've
and
had
I'm oftentimes I'm like, who are you even talking to?
Sometimes, but like, I think what struck me the most was definitely the sauce that they put on this is definitely a lot sweeter than usual, which I wasn't expecting. Like, Japan does have like sweeter
Or they're
sauces,
having
but,
such a
like,
tantrum that I
that
can't
one was,
even
like,
understand them anyway.
extra sweet.
I describe it like eating a pastry almost.
Especially with the egg as well, like, yeah, it does kind of feel like you're eating like a meat pastry, which sounds horrible, but it was actually really, really
Meat
good.
street.
A little gift from the chef for you guys. This is our Toro Wagyu 8.5 sushi. It has a
Oh.
little caviar and honey on it.
As a guy who doesn't eat seafood, I know that that is like one of the smelliest, right?
It is like probably one of the most divisive. There's a lot of people who don't like it for the texture or the smell or the taste.
Toro?
People who love
Toro's
it,
so good.
love it. I love the shit out of it.
We'll try it at the same time. I don't want your reaction to cloud mine, you know what I mean?
Okay, sure. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Considering that I'm not throwing up, there's an aftertaste to it, but it's not like a sea aftertaste.
Yeah, it's like a salty aftertaste, right?
Yeah, it almost feels like dirt. I don't know how to describe it, but not in a bad way.
It's like dirt, but in a good way. I really liked it.
Earthy. You have to say earthy, you fucking weirdo.
I think everyone understood that. But the uni is like incomparable to the one I had at Kurazu.
These are marinated A5 Wagyu. The first two are round beef, right? Okay. We have two more on display. One is round beef. Ichibo, medium fatty one. This is really good too. Kamenoko, cut from the thigh, back of the leg. Fattiest one on this plate is rib shin, A5 Wagyu ribeye.
Look at the gleam on that.
Or it will be like lean cut, and it's still so sweaty.
Yeah.
Can you really call anything in a Wagyu a lean cut?
So look at that, holding it for the camera as well. That's a profession. You know this gonna be busting.
Wait, does it have wasabi there?
Oh my god.
It looks like it, yeah.
Oh, god damn. God
God damn.
I think about this shit's fire. I'm so
It's Wagyu, of course it is.
I think, Hassan, I can say with confidence, this place, just as good, if not better, than some yakiniku places I have been to in Japan. Your recommendation was legit, so Hassan has good taste in Japanese food, confirmed. You get what you paid for, hopefully, and this place definitely delivers.
So there you have it, the American-Japanese experience. Overall, I will say that the quality varied from absolutely horrendous to incredibly amazing, but what I can say is that America is definitely getting better at making Japanese food.
Of course, at the end of the day, this is all just my opinion and my personal taste on food.
And also,
but
like,
rest
the
assured,
restaurants you're
Americans,
going
your
to.
Japanese food is pretty alright. Obviously, I couldn't try every single Japanese dish, and I'm sure you're all screaming at the TV going, what about that one, Joey? But I think I managed to at least cover the wider spectrum of Japanese
I mean, it's
food
gonna
that
be
is
hard to,
readily
like, get an
available
actual
in cities
picture if you're
and schedules.
going,
So
just
big
going
thank
to
you
a
all my
couple
colleagues
fucking
for
restaurants,
watching
right?
this video. Check them out on screen right now, and thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Leave a like,
And
subscribe if
you're
new,
on
and
the
I'll see
West
you all in
Coast,
the
so
next
your
one.
odds are
Done
much
it.
greater there than
Yeah.
further in the US you go.
Also, keep in mind, this is Joey. So the goal wasn't like, hey, do an in-depth, like, food review. It was, hey, let's go eat a lot of food out and do it as a business expense on the back.
True.
That is the Joey special.
BRB.
But we're on a Wuthering Waves video.
Yeah, also I thought she was gonna end after that.
It sounded like it, yeah. Wuthering Waves is that another MiHoYo game or a different
I wanna say
developer?
no.
Woo-wah. Oh, wrong channel. Nope, okay. That's probably why I don't hear about it as much compared to Star Rail and ZZZ.
It's not bad. It just doesn't have the MiHoYo momentum.
Hmm. But MiHoYo does have the budget to make a lot right now.
Wait, people like Wuthering Waves?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello there, welcome back.
Oh, I forgot the UI looks like just like fucking Genshin.
And sour pork from Wuthering Waves. In the game, the dish's description is as follows. Because of its sweet and sour and crispy taste, the dish is very popular with children and also known as Kids Delight by the people. Perhaps the heartfelt smile of happiness on the children's faces when they taste the sweetness of the dish is more satisfactory than the dish itself.
Punishing
Now, I
gay
can agree with this.
ravens.
As a kid, I loved eating this, both the American and the Chinese traditional style. And today, we're going to be doing both.
I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this episode and supporting the BCU from the very beginning. I'm excited to announce my new website,
Balish Culinary Universe.
Babby.sh, the ultimate destination for all things BCU. There's all the recipes from my videos, exclusive new recipes. You can search by genre or ingredient. You can even toggle between US and metric and scale the serving size. We heard your feedback about everything you wanted from the site, so that's what we did. You can get 10% off your first Squarespace order by visiting squarespace.com/babish.
The recipe from the game states that this is made with 4 raw meat, 4 flour, 1 premium gold incense oil, and 1 sweet and sour sauce. Now, the description of this oil states that it's an advanced ingredient used to cook special dishes, and it's an extremely rare seasoning with an unrivaled aroma that fills your nose once the bottle is uncorked. Now, to me, this almost sounds like truffle oil, so that's exactly what we got. We're going to transfer this into a similarly ornate bottle so that we can match the game as close as we can and get started on the game recipe. I'm going to heat a good amount of this oil in a pan, and while that's getting hot, I'm going to dip just some cut up pork loin in flour, and once that's all ready to go, I'm going to pan fry these little slices until they're nice and golden brown. Now, truffle oil is more of a finishing oil. It's not really used to cook, but what happens when you start cooking with it is that a lot of its delicate aromas do go away. So if you do want to just make sure that all that intense flavor is not as intense, you can turn on the heat a little bit, which is what we're doing here. Once these pork slices are ready to go, they're going to be drained, and then we're going to finish by adding in sugar and black vinegar, which is what comprises the sweet and sour sauce according to the game. Once that has nice and sticky and reduced, I'm going to toss back in the pork until it is glazed all over, and then I'm going to serve that on a plate. Now let's give this a taste. Hey, for a dish that only has 4 ingredients, no seasoning, no marination, and no real instructions, this is actually pretty good, especially if you put a little bit of salt on it. It's a nice little snack that Tony and I finished off camera. But I really want to get to those more built out recipes, so here we go. First, we're going to start with the American style sweet and sour pork, a dish that you might find at Chinese American takeout places, something that's a crowd favorite no matter where you go. First, I'm going to break down this whole pork shoulder. It has skin and bone on it, so I have to make sure to remove those. Once that's all done, I'm going to take the meat and cut them into little chunks, making sure that they're not too thick, but I'm not being too careful with the sizing because these end up getting fried and battered in sauce, and that's all delicious to me. Now,
Yeah, a lot of the videos lately have been tierless.
For our 1 pound of pork shoulder, I'm going to combine 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 garlic clove that has been minced, half an inch of ginger that also has been minced,
Or a whole series of what not to do. There's been a few of those as well.
That's going to get saran wrapped and put in the fridge to refrigerate for at least 15 to 30 minutes. While the pork marinates, I'm going to prepare our vegetables for this. Now, typically you'd find things like green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and onion inside a takeout style American sweet and sour pork.
Oh, this prints requires assembly. I thought it was a printing place.
Both lengthwise and widthwise, because we need to sort of match the end size of the pork, and from my memory, it's kind of these big chunks that kind of hold up in all that sauce and frying. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Then we're also going to mince up 1 garlic clove and another ½ inch of ginger. Okay, probably the most important part of the recipe is the sauce. Now for this sauce, we're going to use ½ a cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of white vinegar, 1/4 cup of pineapple juice, 1/4 cup of ketchup, a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a teaspoon of oyster sauce, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. A recipe that both involves American and Chinese components, from things like the ketchup to things like the oyster sauce. And I believe that sweet and sour pork is usually kind of a little reddish when you look at it in in the food court, and I think that comes from the ketchup, which both adds a nice sense of some sweetness and some sourness. So I think that works perfectly. Alright, our pork is marinated for about 30 minutes or so, into which we're going to toss a little bit more cornstarch to give it that batter, crusty-like feel before it goes into the fryer, adding a total of about 3 more tablespoons worth. Next, we're going to move these little pork slices into frying in a 350-degree oil bath. Just going to fry these one at a time until they're nice and crispy and golden brown on the outside. Single fry here, not doing any double fry techniques because this is going to get sauced eventually.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Babish stuff lately, huh? From actual Mr. Guy, Babish dude.
In a lot of Chinese cooking, we use cornstarch to fry rather than flour.
Yeah, but it's only been a few months to see what happens.
It doesn't really develop that toughy, gluten-y structure that can absorb a lot of the liquid later on. So you kind of end up with a drier, craggly looking fried result, which is what this is. Okay, on to more stir fry action. We're going to use a large wok, heat up some more of that golden oil that we have from before, and saute our vegetables until they've gotten a little bit of color on the edges. Then we're going to also add in a cup of these pineapple tidbits from the can that we got the juice from, because that's going to add some nice sweetness and some color and some flavor. Once that's all ready to go, we're going to add in the sauce that we had from earlier and get that reducing and coating all the vegetables. Once it's simmered for about 3 minutes or so, I'm going to add in a cornstarch slurry just to tighten and thicken that sauce up. Once that is bubbly and starting to look pretty good, then goes in all of the pork slices that we fried up.
That's a big spoon.
Tossing and turning until everything is nice and glazed and shiny. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward technique. Kind of a home-style American Chinese version of sweet and sour pork.
Yeah.
You find restaurants and food courts. I think this looks pretty good. Now we must eat this with rice because on its own it is still a little sweet and sour. So we have some rice that we steamed off to the side. And yeah, our American style sweet and sour pork is ready.
You know,
never heard of that.
If I make Mongolian beef and fill it out like they do at Chinese restaurants with like 75% onions, it would be a lot more calorie, a lot more healthy with calories, right? You. If it's just like
vinegar and
onions and a bit of beef.
Yeah, you're not wrong. If you like onion that much.
I love onion.
Uses loin meat instead of tenderloin meat. First, by cutting the loin into pretty thin slices.
I might do that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Because if you can't find it, or if it's a little bit more expensive, he uses a hatching technique where he uses a cleaver and cuts pretty deeply, but not all the way through each piece of meat. It's almost like a hatchet.
Actually, I should prefer more onions over peppers. Yes, onions.
Then he rotates the piece of meat 90 degrees and cuts little strips. So that way, each piece of pork has little hatches cut into it, which makes it a little bit more tender and also increases the surface area for both sauce and batter absorption. After I've done this for about a pound of pork loin or so, then I'm going to go ahead and make some scallion garlic water. Now this is also a very fun technique that you might not have seen. Sometimes the flavor of scallion and garlic can be quite harsh, especially when minced up. And when dealing with a large amount of food, it's not really easy to get
Scallion, you got the bird's attention again. Oh, wait. What are you doing?
Take the side of a Chinese
He's
cleaver,
beating it up.
Really down and also smash.
Yeah.
What's the point of smashing the green part though? Nothing is happening to the green part of the onion when he's smashing it.
And after squeezing that and sieving that, we now have garlic scallion water, a nice refreshing seasoning used for a lot of dishes, almost used
onion water,
the gaminess of meat, but also to infuse the essence of
it's been a bad green onion.
We're going to use half of this water to coat the pork because a lot of Chinese cuisine does involve adding some sort of
scallion
I've never
water.
Seen that before.
That's interesting.
In this case, garlic and scallion water. It kind of helps the freshness a bit and prepares it for the next level of seasoning that we're about to do. Now, instead of making a batter directly,
have to teach the green onion news, boss.
So,
yeah.
I'm going to add in 80 grams of
spank that green onion.
Cornstarch. I'm going to slowly drizzle in some water and mix that together until it is somewhat the consistency of really tough Play-Doh or wet sand if you break it up. Then I'm going to slowly add a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil slowly to this mixture, and once that's all combined, it should almost resemble kinetic sand, where if you combine it together, it stays together, but the moment you let go, it kind of oozes and pools away.
It's a non-Newtonian fluid.
That's slightly warm. Once this little ball is ready, that is going to go directly onto the top of our pork, and then we're
Add
going to
slime
mix it
to
in
your
with
meat.
water from
Wait.
the scallion and the garlic plus the pork should help that turn this into a batter. Now this sauce is going to be very different than the one from the American style. For this sauce, we're going to combine 160 grams of sugar, 6 grams of cooking wine, 8 grams of white vinegar, 15 grams of rice vinegar, 1 garlic clove that has been minced, and about 100 grams of soy sauce, kind of adjusting that to taste how salty you want it. The sweet and sour for this recipe purely comes from sugar and vinegar. There's no ketchup, there's no pineapple juice, so this sauce is definitely a little bit more on the brown side, which is a clear color distinction between the two dishes. Once
Adding leaflet to my meat. Well, those two, the leaf and meat definitely go together really well.
50 degrees or so, we're gonna go ahead and fry each one.
Just remember that cake she had a few years ago.
Cooking them in the oil until they're nice, golden, and crispy. Pretty simple. Taking them out, letting them drain on a tray with some paper towels on the rack, repeating the whole process until every single piece of pork has been fried to a nice golden brown perfection. Then we're going to drain the hot oil from the wok very carefully, and while there's still a little bit of the oil flooding the wok, we're going to add in the rest of our scallion garlic water and our sauce and stir that around until it has started to boil violently. Then we're going to add in
gonna be so good.
using judgment and making sure that it is not too thick but also not too thin.
So
adding in a bit by bit until it's
God damn it.
So
Then I'm going to
tasty.
toss in all these short slices at once, throw that around, do some tossing until it's nice and
you
He lost one.
finished with a little bit more of that premium gold incense oil, which should hopefully add a nice little truffle flavor to
5-second rule.
Now that we're back inside, I'm going to finish plating this up with a sprinkle of sesame seeds and for some color and flavor, just a little bit more chopped scallions right on top. Now this version of sweet and sour pork, the traditional Chinese style, is heavily inspired by Chef Wang Gang's dish called Tang Cu Li.
Oh yeah, that's a
I grew
good
up with,
topping.
mostly eaten at restaurants and always liked because, well, what kind of kid doesn't love fried stuff that's a little bit sweet and a little bit sour? And the game was correct. Eating this dish did put a smile on my face. Now, let's give this a try, with rice, of course. I like this version a lot more compared to the American one. There's nothing wrong with the American one, but for something that tastes
It seems like rice isn't that bad on calories, Elon.
as much on too much sugar to kind of carry the flavor of the dish. I like how
It's not
craveable
carbs,
this thing
but
is.
yeah, you could eat a lot
Bit of
worse
sugar
than that.
kind of counter that. There's a certain Chinese saying that
Just don't eat like, fucking
can press down
a huge bowl of it.
It's also pressing down on the sourness.
Yeah.
It's so delicious. It
Not that I
makes
can
the rice go
anyway.
down really
Rice is just
quick.
carbs,
Fine,
but like,
kind of what they say, where
carbs
when
are
you eat this kind of
fine.
dish, all you want is
Carbs
more
aren't
rice
the
and
devil.
go down. And this is exactly that
It's
kind of dish.
a
What's interesting
macro
is
that you
fish
do
is actually
need
used
for
in a lot of
energy.
places.
Otherwise, you're just gonna feel sluggish all the time.
You'll still find traditional
Yeah, but
ways
like
to
it's
use
hard
just
not
flavor
to
and
get
flavor for a lot of things. And I
it's
think
hard
with
not
this
to
dish,
get
it is
carbs
definitely
with anything you're eating
There's a little
in
bit less
America.
remaining in this one compared to the American style one.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody went home with a
The
little bit of
issue
each,
is like
and all
the
was
amount,
good.
not like
Thanks again to
it being
Squarespace for sponsoring
carbs.
today's episode. From websites to online
And
stores
also,
to
it's
your
good
own
if you
website,
have
Squarespace is
issues
the
with
all-in-one
gluten.
platform
That's
to
a
build your
good
online presence.
source
All of our
of
years
needed
with
calories too.
Squarespace, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to share the new one, babi.com.
That does look
We were
really
able to
good,
use
yeah,
Squarespace's
Archon.
website builder and custom
I want to
integrations
make
to
chicken
create a site that
cacciatore
provides a
again.
powerful cooking experience. If you want to try Squarespace for yourself, you can
Chicken
start your free
cacciatore was
trial
really
today by
good.
visiting Squarespace.com/babish to get 10% off your first purchase.
Oh, that looks good. Alright, I just think I'll send you guys off now. I'm gonna send you guys to full, and then
Okay.
at some point I will probably join them for Deadlocked. Fuck.
Let me know how it is. Not that it'll change much. I'm like you, Led. I'm not at all interested in competitive shooters.
Quarter.
Yeah.
When you play Deadlock, you need to go look at the character bio.
Okay.
There's two characters specifically, Jacob Lash and Yamato, that you need to look at. Look at like 5 other characters first. It'll be like you click on them, and then at the top there'll be a tab that says like biography, and then it'll bring up the description of them on the right. Read through like 5 of them, and then read Jacob Lash, and then read Yamato.
Okay.
I need to go drink something anyway. I think I'll have a lime water. Carbonated. That's the one I was searching for. I'll let you know what that is, Tor. I found a pretty decent brand of soda water that I think you'd like too.
Okay.
Like it claims that it has actual lime in it, and looking at how cloudy and pulpy it is, I think they're being truthful about it. Although I actually need to dilute it a little bit because they put so much in there. Have a whiskey shot for me, Sen. I stopped drinking alcohol months ago.
She's right here. Gotcha.
Well, they can't see us anymore.
I was standing on her head. Where did she go?